Hi, I'm Tracey Barrett with the Focus on Nova real estate team at Century 21 Redwood Realty. I'm local to Northern Virginia, and if you went to high school here, you know about the Bunnyman. At the turn of the century in Clifton, the insane asylum shut down. They moved all of the patients to the Lorton workhouse, but one escaped. He lived in the woods of Clifton, near the train tracks, eating the carcasses of bunnies and hanging their skins to dry from none other than the Colchester Bridge. But then his thirst for blood went even further as he started to kidnap children and kill them and hang their bodies from none other than the bridge at Colchester. He became known as the Bunnyman. So that's the urban legend. The reality is that it's actually founded in fact. Let's go to my husband, co-owner of Bunnyman Brewery, Eric Barrett, to find out what really happened.
So the actual true story was in 1970, right here in the woods at the 5500 block of Guinea Road. We're 5500 block right here. 5400 block next door was the first police report that was filed by a couple that was making out in the woods in a car right after a football game. They claim to have seen a guy in a bunny suit come out of the woods with a hatchet, yelled at them no trespassing, threw the hatchet at the car and shattered the window. They filed a police report to that point. 5300 block, just a few months later, when the building of some of the neighborhoods was just starting out around here, they had a same kind of incident. A guy in a bunny suit with a hatchet, and he was threatening a security guard at one of the construction sites. The police also have on record a report of a guy calling in and saying that there were, he called himself the Hatchet Man, and he complained about people dumping things on his property. So the real story started right here. I think people just started telling urban legend stories and making up their own versions of the story. The train tracks that are right behind us here are only a couple miles down from the Clifton, the famous Bunnyman Bridge, and I think that creepy looking bridge just became part of the urban legend story. So when we were decided to put a brewery in here, it was big for both Sam and I, being locals to the area. We wanted to do something that was community based. Both him and I are retired from our previous careers and really just wanted to do something fun and give back to the community. I'm a little bit of a local history buff, so I wanted to do something that tied to local history. That wasn't boring, and the Bunnyman seemed like a perfect fit. And with our location being right next to the woods where it actually all started, I thought that was a perfect fit for the name. So here at the brewery, we are a production manufacturing business, so we have industrial zoning in the facility, which explains the very industrial feel. We actually chose the back of the building because we like the woods that we look at right here that spotlight the urban legend we just talked about. We have over 40 seats right here on the outside area with plenty of expansion space for festivals and other things as we grow. So this is the outside seating area for us. We added 31 parking spots to the facility as well, so that there's plenty here. Let's take a look inside. We'll go through this door. There's actually two doors that are accessible. We have an ADA lift is here as well. If you're outside seating, you can go in there. But if you want to come in this way, we'll take a look. So welcome inside the brewery. This is the tasting room side of the business. Right here, we've got two roll-up bar tops. We've got screens, so those of you who don't like bugs, for when the weather's nice. We've got plenty of seating in here. Check-in station there, all of our taps and tap walls over there. We have 18 beers and kombucha on tap. So the main part of the brewing room, the tasting room's here. We'll go upstairs and take a look at additional seating. So this is additional seating upstairs that we added. We added this mezzanine into the facility for additional square footage. We really had to maximize our space here. This is a great place to get a view of the brewing process while it's happening. Actually, our brewer right now, Rob, is brewing a barley wine over here on the mash tun. Why don't we take a walk downstairs and we can get a tour of the brew side of the operation. My business partner, Sam's going to give you the full tour.
Hi, my name's Sam. I'm the co-owner of Bunnyman Brewing. You guys have had an opportunity to see the tasting room and the outside of the brewery, and I want to show you the business side. One of the cool things about our place is everything was either made or sourced from most everything we could get from people that live around in the area. Eric and his Neighbors had a chance to make the majority of the woodwork in here. All our contractors were from local people. We're super proud to have it, all the way down to some of the details on our brewery wall with the tap handles were made from the local people around here. So it's really important to us that we serve the community and we utilize the community that we serve at the same time. One of the best things about our system that makes it a little bit different than most is we have what's called a pour my beer system. The way it works, I'll go over really simply with you. You come in, say hi to the friendly staff. Right here is Eric. It's gonna come in, you're gonna swipe your credit card. That time, we give your credit card back, we give you one of our cards. One of these cards, this gives you access to our entire beer wall. You'll take your card, grab a glass from down in the compartments, give it a quick rinse, make sure you've got a beer clean glass, put it in. It activates the taps on this section. Each one are relevant to each beer side. Pick which beer you want, pour your beer. You have an opportunity to go any one of those three during the time. If you want to mix them, you can mix. Put your card back in your pocket, go to any one of the sections, grab another glass, grab another beer, and then head off to your table, come back for more whenever you like. Our beers are starting out with the basics in that some of the easy drinking beers are on this side with Kolsch's, an English ale, going down to some IPAs. We've got some stouts, 3 different kind of stouts. Moving on down, we've got some sours. We'll have some fruited sours. For the non-beer drinkers, we have seltzers. We've got 3 different kinds of seltzers. Right now we're running with a cherry vanilla. We've got a grapefruit pineapple and a mango seltzer that are on there. At the very end, moving down away from the alcohol section, non-alcohol section, we actually have some kombuchas. All the kombucha made here on the premises by a professional kombucha brewer. Right now we've got a ginger lemon and a rose, which is super good. So this is where the beer comes out. Let's take you over and show you how the beer gets made. Starts out with the raw materials. This is all the grains. These pallets come in every couple weeks. We start out with the pallets. Rob here right now, what he's doing is called graining out. Once it comes from the mash tun, the wort, which is the sugar water, goes over, he boils it. After he boils it, chills the wort down, sends it over to the fermenters. That end of the brewery down there is called a cellar. In the cellar is where the beer is fermented. It takes a week to 2 weeks to make an ale. We get to finish it up there. We carbonate it, put it in kegs, and then once it gets in the kegs, we take it and send it into our cold room. This is where the finished product comes in. Once it comes in here, all the kegs, that's the back side of the tap wall. This is the business end. On the other side, you pull it, all the beer comes through there, the kombucha and the seltzers. Maintains a constant temperature of 38 degrees all the time. So that's the business end of the brewery. I appreciate you guys following me along on the tour. Can't wait to have you. Anytime you'd like to stop in, we'll give you a tour, have a beer, have some fun. Thanks a lot.
Guys, thanks so much for having us out today. I really appreciate you doing this. I couldn't be more excited and personally invested in this, so congratulations to everybody else. Come on down, raise a glass, and cheers. We look forward to seeing you at the Bunnyman Brewery.
Cheers.
Cheers.